भाई साहब कितनी नौटंकी करते हैं यार कुछ यूट्यूब रिव्यूअर्स। हाँ, सीधा साउथ कल्चर पे अटैक, वो भी विद दिस वियर्ड कॉन्डिसेंडिंग टोन एंड सूडो इंटेलेक्चुअल कॉम्प्लेक्स। मतलब छाती पीट पीट के।
अभी बदत है भाई, अभी बदत है।
You know, I've been observing this trend and pattern for a long time now, and when I say a long time, I mean well before this current wave of outrage videos started trending, where a certain section of YouTube reviewers repeatedly pushes this narrative that South Indian actor fans are uniquely toxic, intolerant to criticism, and incapable of handling honest opinions.
कौन है ये लोग? कहाँ से आते हैं?
And I always felt that this needed to be addressed properly, but I kept postponing it because I did not want to jump into noise or reactionary content. But after the recent reactions surrounding this Raja Saab reviews, it became impossible to stay silent anymore. And let me clearly establish this right in the beginning, okay? This video is not about defending that film at all. It was a bad film, plain and simple. Even the most passionate Telugu cinema lovers, die-hard fans, and respected Telugu reviewers have openly said the same. So there is no debate there, and I'm not even interested in revisiting that discussion because the internet has already dissected that movie from every possible angle. But what I am interested in is what happens immediately after. The moment criticism is met with backlash, we see a predictable second act unfold. Reviewers stop talking about cinema and start talking about themselves. Suddenly the thumbnails change, the titles become dramatic, sometimes melodramatic, and the narrative shifts to how they are being targeted, how their comment sections are flooded with abuse, and how South fans are attacking honest opinions. This is where the problem lies, because this behavior is neither new nor unique to South cinema. Online hate, trolling, and aggressive fandom reactions are a universal reality of the internet today. They exist everywhere. They have always existed. Criticize Salman or a Shah Rukh film and you will be abused brutally. Sometimes you will see how quickly even personal attacks and political labels and religious angles are thrown at you. Even actors like Tiger Shroff and Arjun Kapoor, who are often mocked for their film choices and acting, have fans who will aggressively defend them. This has been happening for several years in Hindi cinema alone. So pretending that this is some shocking cultural flaw, regional flaw, discovered only in South film audiences is dishonest. What makes this trend even more frustrating is the selective framing of outrage. Nobody is forcing any YouTuber to watch or review South films. This is not a mandatory assignment. You choose these films because they trend nationally, because South cinema has a massive and passionate audience, and because engagement is guaranteed. It is no longer about critique. It becomes a morality play. The reviewer becomes a victim. Hi, ye mere saath kya ho raha hai? And the audiences become the villain. This is not honesty. This is strategy. Playing the victim card is one of the oldest ways to extract sympathy clicks and works beautifully because outrage always performs better than calm discussion. If someone genuinely believes in honest criticism, they do not need to announce their bravery. कि यार देखो मैं कितना honest हूँ. They do not need to milk hate comments into a separate video. They make their point, stand by it, moderate their comment section if needed, and move on to the next film. That is how criticism works. What is even more dangerous is how this narrative slowly turns regional. Instead of saying toxic fans exist everywhere, the language quietly shifts to South fans are toxic, as if North Indian audiences and fans are some enlightened group and only engages in civil debate. That is the most hilarious and ridiculous thing. That is simply not true. In India, actor worships, political loyalty, brand loyalty, and even business icon worship exist across regions and languages. Praise one politician and the opposing side will swarm you. Praise Apple, something as petty as this. Praise Apple and Android fans will attack you. Praise Android and Apple loyalists will mock you. Support one business leader and the rival followers will come after you. This is not culture specific. This is internet behavior amplified by numbers and anonymity. So why is this being selectively framed as a South Indian problem? Because it is convenient.
सारे मिलके हमको पागल बना रहे हैं.
Because it feeds an existing bias and because it generates clicks without requiring any self-reflection. The irony is that many of these same reviewers are happy to ride the South cinema wave where it suits them. They celebrate pan-Indian success. They break down box office numbers. They praise scale and spectacle when it works for them, and they happily tap into that audience base. But the moment backlash appears, the same audience is reduced to a stereotype. You cannot have it both ways, my friends. You cannot enjoy the reach and then cry foul when that reach comes with noise. Criticize bad films freely, nobody is stopping you. South cinema fans themselves do it all the time, but stop pretending that online toxicity is some new phenomenon or that you are uniquely persecuted. Stop weaponizing victimhood for views, and most importantly, stop turning a universal internet problem into a regional label, because that says far more about the content strategy than it does about the audience you're trying to blame. It is only exposing you. If you like opinion videos like these instead of the long 20-30 minute pakao nautanki type videos and also quick reviews to the point, do consider liking our videos, comment and share and subscribe to the channel so we could ensure those nutcases don't get to fool the audience like they try. Thank you for watching us today. You take care, stay awesome, and bye-bye.